Vecna's legend in Stranger Things is an intriguing and sinister addition to the series, blending elements of horror and fantasy that captivate audiences. Vecna is introduced as a formidable antagonist in the show's narrative arc, drawing inspiration from both Dungeons& and Dragons lore and classic horror archetypes. In Stranger Things, Vecna is depicted as a powerful entity from the upside down, with a complex backstory that connects deeply with the series' overarching themes of trauma, fear, and power. The introduction of Vecna is significant as it elevates the stakes within the narrative and serves as a catalyst for character development and plot progression. Vecna embodies the existential dread that lies at the heart of Stranger Things, symbolizing the unseen and unknown fears that haunt the characters and, by extension, the audience. The entity's deep ties to the show's mythos and the psychological terror it invokes underscore the series' persistent theme of confronting inner and outer demons. Real-world applications of Vecna's legend can be seen through its influence on popular culture and gaming communities. Dungeons & Dragons, a key inspiration for the series, has long been a cultural touchstone for collaborative storytelling and fantasy exploration, and Vecna's presence in both the game and the show highlights its enduring appeal. Additionally, Vecna's representation in media serves as a metaphorical exploration of human fears and traumas, allowing audiences to confront and discuss topics like personal loss, societal anxieties, and the nature of evil in a safe, imaginative space. Supporting opinions emphasize Vecna's role as a masterstroke in suspense and horror storytelling, adding depth to Stranger Things by integrating a character rooted in the shared cultural landscape of fantasy gaming. However, there are challenges and controversies as well. Some critics argue that relying heavily on existing mythologies may limit creativity or appeal primarily to niche audiences familiar with Dungeons & Dragons, potentially alienating other viewers. Vecna's legend intricately influences other aspects of the main topic by enriching the narrative tapestry of Stranger Things. It intertwines with character arcs, illustrating their fears and growth, and ties into larger series themes such as the battle between good and evil and the resilience of human spirit. Vecna's intricate backstory and its ramifications echo throughout the plot, ensuring that its impact resonates long after the credits roll, cementing its place as a central and enduring facet of the Stranger Things universe. The origins and inspirations behind Vecna in Stranger Things dives deep into a fascinating blend of mythology, fantasy, and horror that enhances the eerie charm of the series. Vecna, in the context of Stranger Things, draws on legendary influences from the tabletop game Dungeons & Dragons, D&D. Within D&D lore, Vecna is an infamous undead wizard-turned-god, known for his pursuit of power and control, often depicted as missing a hand and an eye, symbolic remnants of his quest for immortality. This conception of Vecna as an all-powerful, malevolent entity fits seamlessly into the ominous atmosphere of the series, serving as a formidable antagonist that embodies the fears and stakes the characters must navigate. The significance of Vecna in Stranger Things cannot be overstated, as it not only enriches the narrative's suspense, but also provides a vital thematic touchstone that echoes the dynamics of power and corruption. This lore resonates deeply with the protagonist's struggles as they face situations that blur the lines between reality and the supernatural, mimicking the monstrous presence Vecna represents. A real-world application of Vecna's influence is evident in how D&D has shaped modern storytelling, encouraging collaborative and improvisational narratives that mirror Stranger Things. Another example is the resurgence of 1980s pop culture, of which D&D is a staple in contemporary media. This nostalgia not only informs the setting and atmosphere of Stranger Things, but also invites audiences to explore the rich tapestry of inspirations that constitute the series. Supporters of this idea argue that drawing from existing mythologies and cultural artifacts like D&D lends depth and authenticity to fictional worlds, allowing audiences to engage with the material on multiple levels. However, some critics might contend that relying too heavily on such influences could lead to a lack of originality, potentially alienating those unfamiliar with the source material. Despite this, the integration of Vecna into the broader Stranger Things universe both enhances and is enhanced by other elements of the show, such as the exploration of friendship, courage, and the battle against unseen evils. It underscores the perennial clash between good and evil, personal sacrifice, and the quest for identity, all central themes that drive the series' narrative forward. By weaving Vecna's storied legacy into the fabric of Stranger Things, the creators not only pay homage to a beloved genre, but also invite viewers to contemplate the nature of evil and the resilience required to confront it. Vecna's role in the Stranger Things narrative is pivotal, serving as a central antagonist whose presence and actions drive much of the tension and drama within the series. Vecna is a powerful, malevolent entity from the Upside Down, reminiscent of the classic villain from Dungeons & Dragons lore, which deeply influences the show's thematic and narrative structure. In Stranger Things, Vecna represents the ultimate challenge for the group of protagonists, embodying the primal fear of an unstoppable force that threatens not only their lives but also the very fabric of reality. The significance of Vecna lies in the way it amplifies the show's exploration of fear and the unknown. By introducing Vecna, Stranger Things elevates its horror elements, providing a tangible manifestation of the otherworldly danger that has lurked in the shadows since the series' inception. This adds depth to the narrative, pushing characters to their limits and testing their bonds with one another. Vecna's introduction also expands the mythology of Stranger Things, enriching its lore and offering viewers deeper insight into the mysterious and ominous Upside Down. Real-world applications of Vecna's narrative role can be seen in how the character encourages viewers to confront their own fears and uncertainties. For instance, just as the characters band together to face this formidable foe, audiences are reminded of the importance of solidarity and friendship in overcoming life's challenges. Additionally, Vecna's existence underscores the timeless appeal of epic storytelling, where a hero's journey is defined by the confrontation of a seemingly insurmountable evil. Support for Vecna's inclusion in the storyline often highlights the character's contribution to enhancing the suspense and depth of Stranger Things. It provides a more complex antagonist that contrasts with previous seasons' threats, offering a fresh narrative experience. However, some potential controversies or alternative viewpoints could stem from the character's origins and its integration into the existing mythology. Detractors might argue that the inclusion of such a powerful entity risks overshadowing the core elements that initially made the show captivating, such as the small-town mystery and its nostalgic 1980s setting. Vecna's influence permeates other aspects of Stranger Things by serving as a catalyst for character development and plot progression. This antagonist challenges the protagonists, forcing them to confront their innermost fears and traumas, thereby creating a rich, interconnected narrative that resonates with viewers. In summary, Vecna's role is integral to Stranger Things, providing a compelling, multifaceted antagonist that enhances the show's exploration of fear, friendship, and the unknown. Vecna, a name that resonates with terror and intrigue, emerges as a formidable antagonist in the universe of Stranger Things. His powers and abilities are integral to the story, shaping the narrative with an aura of dread and fascination. Vecna is depicted as a being of immense magical prowess, drawing upon dark, arcane energies to manipulate the environment in his victims' minds. This capability to invade the psyche and manifest their deepest fears is a nod to his roots in Dungeons & Dragons, where he is equally feared as a lich and a demigod. Within Stranger Things, Vecna's powers are not just frightening, but are central to the unfolding mystery, symbolizing the unknown horrors lurking within the Upside Down. The significance of Vecna's powers is profound, as they are not merely tools of terror, but also serve as a catalyst for character development and plot progression. His abilities force characters to confront their own vulnerabilities, providing a rich tapestry for storytelling. For instance, the ability to control and exploit others' fears pushes the narrative into deeper psychological territory, revealing hidden aspects of the main characters and their histories. This is exemplified when Vecna's influence brings unresolved trauma to the surface, challenging characters like Max and Eleven to face their inner demons. Exploring real-world parallels, the psychological aspect of Vecna's powers reflects the human struggle with fear and trauma, making his character relatable on a deeper level. His ability to control the environment echoes technological fears in modern society, where manipulation and invasion of privacy are ever-present threats. Opinions among fans often highlight the brilliance of Vecna as a villain who is not just a physical threat, but a psychological one, adding layers of complexity to the series. However, this concept is not without its challenges and controversies. Critics argue that the depiction of such invasive powers might be overly intense for younger audiences, potentially crossing lines with themes of mental health. Furthermore, there are alternative viewpoints that suggest Vecna's powers might overshadow other elements of the series, diverting attention from the beloved ensemble cast and their interactions. Vecna's powers and abilities are intricately connected to the overarching theme of mystery and the supernatural in Stranger Things. They provide the foundation for suspense and are instrumental in linking the real world to the eerie, alternate dimensions of the Upside Down. In essence, Vecna's terrifying capabilities are a linchpin in the ambiance of fear and wonder that defines the series, pushing the boundaries of the horror genre while enriching the narrative with depth and psychological complexity.